Hi, so welcome to this video, and here we are going to talk about one of the stocks which I tweeted about in the very first half, say 10 a.m. in the morning on last Friday. That's for 10th of June, where I talked about two stocks, mainly Deepak Nitrite and Trend, and we are going to do a quick analysis, and we are going to see the intraday parameters that I normally look at. So, if you remember the earlier video, and this is just a same structure which you will also find in that video, and that video was about Dr. Reddy. It was posted around about in the second last week of May, and you will find it in the upper right hand corner. I would definitely suggest you to go over there to get more understanding of what indicators I'm using and how I'm using. So the logic was pretty simple. Since I have this automated software tools, which only I am able to use and understand. So whenever you see such a particular structure, where you can see that right from the very beginning, this stock has been actually moving. So round about at 950 over here, I actually got a very good idea about how this particular stock is going to end by the end of the day. And this 10 o'clock, you will also find the same time mentioned when you're looking into the Dr. Reddy. So by this time, I have a very good idea that, since the last so many candles, normally I use a 5 minute chart on a intraday basis, and here and the only indicator which I use is the VWAP and maybe a volume, just to see how the participation is happening. So here I had a very good idea, because you can see that this stock was never touching the VWAP, and theoretically this was going to give us a very good trend. So the advantage of such a setup is, theoretically, that for the later half, say after 12:30, you can really expect that the stock will move. So then it actually made intraday high at around about at 11 o'clock over here, and then it entered into a very good consolidation phase. And here you can see that even when it was consolidating for 1 hour or 1.5 2 hours, still it was always above the VWAP. And on the top of that, the biggest advantage is it was not even coming for the VWAP. So when you see such a setup, just like we saw in Dr. Reddy in the in the earlier video, so this actually is a very good trend that going forward the stock will go move forward, and should end at the day's high. And this is exactly what happened. So the day's high was 1861, and here you can see this was around about at 3 o'clock, 3:15, that it was still around about that corner, and these are just closing wicks. So the small variations which happen. So I hope this video is going to give you another idea of the same pattern which we had earlier. Where we did an earlier analysis for Dr. Reddy, the same pattern you can see also in Deepak trade over here, right? And here the second stock which I mentioned was a trend, and here also you can see that even though there were this particular touch, but still it was a very good strong move, and then eventually this candle was something which was very depressing for me. And this is also some, because I tweeted roundabout over here in this region, and then I was actually waiting for the next 2 hours of consolidation. And here you can see that once it breaks the VWAP and it starts trading below it, so this itself is doesn't signify much strength, but I definitely, when you see such a setup where for the first 1.5 hours it was not even touching the VWAP, so definitely it's not a short candidate. But once, yeah, this breakdown happens from the VWAPs, and definitely is also not a very good long candidate for me, unless and until the day's high is broken. I mean, all these variations comes in, but at least trend was able to hold these levels, and it was also one of the FNO gainers at the end of the day out of some 200 stocks, so which is like not bad, right? So and on the top of that, you have to understand these two trust stocks which I just showcased, Trend and the Nitrite. This happened when Nifty broke the very important support level of 16,200 and closed below it. The whole sentiment is bad. There was a huge sell-off at the end and everything, but still these two stocks were able to maintain their levels. And this actually showcases the fact that these stocks were not bad picks. It was just a bad day that these stocks were working, as a result of which there was not much of an action which we could see. So the main concept which I wanted to showcase over here is try to find such structures and try to analyze the structures. And whenever I'm tweeting, just try to understand of what I actually mean and how this stock is actually behaving in terms of the VWAP. So and the reason why you can see that this breakdown happened and it didn't immediately reverse, just like here in the beginning. So this actually showcases that this is this will actually consolidate, and this is exactly what happened. You can see the multiple VWAP touches which kept on happening, compared to, if you can say, compare it with Deepak Nitrite on the same day with the same, and if you set up and everything here, you can see that it never came towards the VWAP. And this is a very wrong trading idea which I have seen floated around for the Indian stock market, or for trading market in general, is that every stock will try to will always come at VWAP, and this is very wrong. So any stock which is not going to come in VWAP is the one which you should be buying. Any stock which after say 12 12:30 is coming towards a VWAP, you should be more skeptical of buying it. So the logic is just opposite of what normally people tell you to believe in. The last Yeah, so that's it. Let's keep this video small and simple. If you are interested in understanding how these structures correlate to the Dr. Reddy one which I'm talking about, click on the upper right hand corner and you should get a video. Thank you. Hope this was helpful. Hopefully.